Live here from Yoshi Park. It is another week of the SSSL, the Super Sluggers Sim League, the craziest baseball league on the internet. And this time, I have the right mic selected so you can actually hear me. Welcome, everybody. It's Alec Rome, owner of the Birdo Bows, who play in the opening game of 3 tonight, as well as the commissioner and your commentator bringing you through all the crazy baseball action. And look, we are in the fourth quarter. I know we're not playing football here. We're playing baseball. But this is the final quarter of the season, and I can hear my dog. 1 second. There you go, sir. Making sure you don't take nothing. I can hear him sometimes when he decides to take close. There we go. Always got to screw up an intro one way or another, right? Welcome to baseball, folks. It's going to be an interesting one. Final quarter of the season. We're not playing football. We're playing baseball, but we're rounding the stretch here. This is going to be a pivotal moment, especially for the teams that play tonight. It is going to be huge for lots of different reasons, especially because of the results of last week, Gary. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Stop. Chair. Go up to your chair, sir. Watch the games tonight, sir. Watch the games. Watch the baseball. There you go. Good boy. Here we go. Let's take a look at those standings before I get interrupted again. And what happened in game day number 15 out of 22. Birdo Bows were able to get the victory and really had the only what I would call blowout against Yoshi of the week. That was a big one. 11-1 against Yoshi. Ended up being about the exact same score as it was last time, but this time adding that extra run. That was really the only blowout. DK did shut out Luigi on the road 7-0, that being the other one. But the rest of the games were very close, within 4, 3, 2 runs even. That included a game winner. Grand slam from the Diddy Monkeys and Green Hammer Bro for them to take the win over the other Green Hammer Bro having team, Bowser Jr. So they are now in the 5 spot because of run differential, and the Bowser Jr. rookies are in the 7th spot outside of the playoffs for now. Then we look further down. Had a couple teams get to 6-9, improving from 5-9. That was the DK Wilds, as I said in that shutout, and also Bowser beating Waluigi and Peach, the Monarchs, who have been on an absolute tear lately, beating some of the best teams in the league, defeating Wario 6-4 in the Garden. That was crazy. Mario also ended up picking up a come-from-behind victory against Daisy. Those two teams are now both 9-6. That is what happened. Those are the standings. And now, before we get started and talk about the games tonight, here are the 3 stars, as we always love to do, of Game Day 15. Mario is our honorable mention. Did have a complete game. We normally like to give anybody who had a complete game on the mound a nice little nod, and he did have one in the victory over the Daisy Flowers, and I believe he is starting for the second straight night in a row in the second game of the night in the jungle against DK. Green Dry Bones for the Peach Monarchs. Hard to argue against putting another Peach Monarch in the 3 stars because of that victory. He was 4 for 4 and had 2 runs, not RBI, but 2 runs in the win versus the Wario Muscles, 6-4. Then DK, complete shutout, complete game shutout, and 3 doubles versus Luigi Knights in that 7-0 victory. Gave him the 2nd star, but of course, it's hard for me to pick against Green Hammer Bro for the Diddy Monkeys, getting that game-winning grand slam in the top of the 7th to beat Bowser Jr. there, the final score being 7-5, and he is your first star of game day number 15. Now let's take a look at today's games. We have 3 games tonight, and then the other 3 are going to be on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time right now. Of course, you can always keep updated on all of our social media at TikTok, at Super Sluggers, but really the Discord is the best place to get the most up-to-date news. We'd love to have you join us there. And let us know if you're not in the Discord. We'll send you the link. Bowser Jr. at Birdo tonight at Yoshi Park. They won their first encounter. That was at the Playroom 7-3, and we know Bowser Jr. really loves their home field advantage, but they did lose at home last night. But overall, very solid home record. But speaking of solid home records, the Birdo Bows have only lost once, and that was to Peach in a 14-11 slobber knocker. But otherwise, the Birdo Bows have pretty much taken care of business at home in every single affair they played there. And we'll see if this is the same. Steven Stone on YouTube say, let's go, let's play ball, baby. We're about to play ball here in a second once I get through these. I'm glad you're here on YouTube. Thanks for showing up. Mario Fireballs at the Jungle to take on the DK Wilds, folks. Take a look at this. DK Wilds started off 1-8 this year. they have ripped off 5 of 6, including some big W's to the likes of Wario. I think they even might have beat Daisy in there somewhere. The only loss in their last 6 games is the Bowser Monsters, but they have beat Bowser Jr., they beat Wario, they beat the Yoshi Eggs, just barely lost to Birdo, beat Luigi Knights in that shutout. They beat the Daisy Flowers in Week 14 pretty convincingly at home. And they're back home tonight in hopes of winning that one. We're in the jungle again 2 nights tonight, or for 2 games. Under the lights will be our main event, Daisy Flowers at the Diddy Monkeys. Big time match there to finish it off. Flowers just coming off of that loss last night in the final moments, and the Diddy Monkeys winning in the final moments last night. Daisy Flowers lost 2 straight now, first time since game weeks 6 and 7, with which they've lost 2 straight. And the Diddy Monkeys, since the last time these 2 teams played, they are 4 and 6. So they were started off 4-0, and then once they lost this team, they really went on a bad way. So maybe will this be the same way? Will this curse them to getting out of the playoffs, or will it launch them to a playoff berth? We'll find out tonight, and of course the rest of the season. Then tomorrow on Thursday, we'll preview these quickly. Waluigi at Luigi, Peach at Bowser, 2 6 and 9 teams battling for a spot. Big important game there. And then the Yoshi Eggs, again, right on the cusp in the 11th spot. Wario Muscles, they have been losing a couple. You never know. Yoshi Eggs still trying to stay mathematically in the hunt. Those are your 3 games tonight. Let's get into this first one, folks. As we see, and done, Steven Stone, and anybody and everybody who might be watching right now, drop something in the chat for us. Let us know that you're there. And I hope you're going to enjoy this slate. I really have enjoyed this season, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be coming back, and we'll be doing a little retrospective reflection on the season. We got so much still in store, folks. It is not done yet. We still have the playoffs. I mean, it's been such a great season, but it's not over. We have the playoffs and, of course, the World Series, which will be live, multi-camera stream for us here in July. Very excited for that, but we got to get through the business here. And the business is Bowser Jr. Rookies got a big victory over the Birdo Bows, and really we're talking about trends, talking about what happened since a pivotal encounter. Since that game day number 5, Bowser Jr. Rookies have been doing nothing but winning. They have went, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4. They went opposite, basically. They've been on winning ways and above 500 since that point. But tonight they could get back to 500 if they don't beat the Birdo Bows. That's always a hard ask. Now, King K. Rool last night in the Birdo Bows victory over Yoshi Eggs at this ballpark was pretty much held in check, but the rest of the lineup all did their job. And, of course, now Green Critter in the stats for the Birdo Bows has the most hits in the league with 45. King K. Rool at 44. Nick Bell, what's going on? Good to see you. But otherwise, a little bit of a dip last night for one of the league's best hitters. Otherwise, the rest of the lineup, of course, picking up the slack. Red Magic Koopa improving his average, of course. Birdo and Red Magic Koopa doing very solid. Red Magic Koopa now 5th in ERA, and Birdo back up to 2nd in the whip category. So they very much had a better stint, and we'll see if they can tame what has been a very solid Bowser Jr. Rookies offense. They've done enough lately. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Let's see the lineup starting with Bowser Jr. Rookies. You're not going to see too much change, folks, tonight. A lot of the teams still could play their starter, but it's Bowser Jr. starting tonight for the Rookies. Overall, when we look at the team stats, Bowser Jr. Rookies, as I mentioned, they've kind of been towards the bottom of things, improved their ERA as a team a little bit to 6.19, just barely in 7th behind Bowser, but they give up the worst batting average in the league of 508. Half the time they give up hits, and to a team that averages 506 in the Birdo Bows, that is a tough proposition to face tonight. But I do believe that this team has generally been improving, and that includes in Blue Magic Koopa, who could come in a relief effort tonight, has a 4.15 ERA, and Bowser Jr. has a 4.43. Those two are both in the top 10 in ERA. Everything else is the same for them. Of course, Green Hammer Bro has had an amazing season and is 4th in home runs with 11. Meanwhile, for the Birdo Bows, it is all the same. They have been working. They're the league's best team. So why would you change anything? Red Magic Koopa starting in tonight. You're always just worried about if he can go the distance. over all the games, but through 41 innings with that type of ERA, it has been very solid for him. But they do occasionally let up a stinker here and there. Berto did a couple weeks back, letting up 9 in the first inning against Peach. So you just never know. But those two combined have really been one of the many reasons why this team is the best in the league. And, of course, the batting order remaining the same, the 2, 3, 4, still daunting, and Dark Bones continuing to be very solid after his pickup near the trade deadline. He's batting .667. All that being said, and like I said, 15 games, normally averaging about 2 1/3, I would say, is what you could expect Red Magic Koopa to go through when we play 7. And Berto generally comes in and closes off the affair. But Red Magic Koopa has had some complete games, so it just depends on the night. But I don't expect him to stay in the whole night tonight, especially if the rookies and Green Hammer Bro start to get going. Going to be very interesting here. Yoshi Park can always be interesting because of that warning track. Here we go for game number 1 here at Yoshi Park. I'll switch my mics. Swing that one around. So I'm hands-free and can talk freely and openly. And I'm a little nervous for this one. We lost to him. We dropped the game. We are luckily 2 games ahead of the second spot, but doesn't matter. We still need to get it done. Let's see if the Bows do or if Caden's Bowser Jr. rookies find a way to get another victory and sweep the season series. Dark Bones will start off. That just gets on the ground. Opening single for Dark Bones here in game number 1. And again, thank you, everybody, as always, who shows up on time every week pretty much. We see some of you come in. I know it's hard to get every single baseball game, just like real baseball. Look at this 5-4-3 double play. Great 5-4-3 to get some of the runners off and really limit the potential damage here of a King K. Rool. But he's still going to slam one deep to center, and you can say goodbye to that ball. He is going to look at that one, Caden will, as he gets ran over by the train. King K. Rool with his 22nd of the year. Unfortunately, couldn't be 3 as the runners got thrown out in the 5-4-3, but they still have the lead to start 1-0. King K. Rool continuing to show why he is this league's best hitter. Next to Bowser, essentially, and Funky Kong, and of course, Green Hammer Bro. Steven Stone saying Dark Bones is the best leadoff hitter. I swear he really has been. He really has been great in the leadoff spot for this team. Red Critter not really able to add anything. Doesn't matter. Berto Bows do get the 1 run to take the lead. Solo shot to center from King K. Rool is the difference so far. We head to the bottom, and we got Caden, Green Magic Koopa, and Bowser Jr. Keaton Matiko on YouTube. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't, just butcher that. But I'm glad to see you, your first-time chatter, I think, on YouTube. So welcome. Drop us a sub or a like if you feel like you enjoy this content. We've been doing a 22-game season with me and 11 friends, franchise mode here, and it's been very fun. Berto missing that at second middle time, and so Caden gets aboard with nobody out. My favorite team is the Berto Bows. I'm their manager. I'm their owner. I'm playing on this team. That's my favorite team. I even have a hat of theirs, and that's going to be on the ground. Will Red Shy Guy be able to do the 5-4-3? He will. 5-4-3 double play, just like the other team did in the first inning. Brings up Bowser Jr. Steven Stone says his is the Knights. I'm a Berto Bows owner, so of course I'm rooting for them. There I am in center field hopping over the fire. Bowser Jr. is able to get aboard, and here comes Green Hammer Bro. Always dangerous, batting super well. 11 home runs with 28 RBI. Takes the first ball against Red Magic Koopa. You really got to see him get out. Contact hit. It's pop fly. It's going to get down. So there's runners on first and second here, bringing up Blue Magic Koopa. Keenan, I'm glad to see you're already subscribed. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you very much. I'm glad you are. 9 of you right now are watching the opening game of game day number 16 out of 22 in the Super Sluggers Sim League. 0-1 here on Blue Magic Koopa. This is going to be a hot one deep to left. It is off the wall, and Bowser Jr. is going to get home to tie the game. Of course, the imaginary wall that's in the tunnel over there that it goes off of. But hey, that was a nice hit from Blue Magic Koopa. And they will tie the score here with 2 outs. It's 1-1. Bringing up Green Toad. Green Toad batting .519 with 4 RBIs this year. Could add to it here with a runner in scoring position on second. He takes a drive. This is deep. Deep to right field. Green Toad is going to send this one gone. Green Toad is going to have his 2nd homer of the year. And the Bowser Jr. rookies take the lead early. What a bomb here from Green Toad. and we couldn't get to it in the outfield. And they're going to take the lead off of that with 2 outs yet again, 4-1. What a shot, and that's going to get Red Magic Koopa out of here. That was the concern, is getting Red Magic Koopa out early. He just isn't very temperamental. Doesn't have a good temperament when that stuff happens. This is going to be on the ground, though. He will help get the 3rd out of the inning, but rough for him, letting up 4, and even Berto a little bit upset after that. Rookies have the lead again. Maybe they just have the Bows number. We'll see. I'm up 5th here to start off inning number 2. I have 2 home runs this year, but man, they've been doing real well. Line drive grabbed by Blue Magic Koopa there at 2nd for the 1st. I don't know. I can't say I'm shocked. Green Toad sometimes pulls out those big hits. 2nd homer of the year for him. Impressive stuff. Glad to see him get that big homer. Star swing from Red Shy Guy, and that's going to be enough for a single. I actually don't mind that. Red Shy Guy has been improving. He is 393 and has been slowly climbing, I feel like, in his average this year, and has been doing really well for us at 3rd base. This is a deep drive to center, but it's going to be caught by Caden out there in center. Having to run back in time. He's safe. Red Shy Guy almost getting caught out there for the 3rd out, but instead now Gray Shy Guy with 2 out, trying to do something. Here's Bowser Jr. Paintball on the first pitch, taking first strike. Second one off the big part of the bat is grabbed by Caden. Nice defense here through that section of the order for the rookies. They'll have Green Koopa, Green Dry Bones, and back to the top here in the bottom of the 2nd with a 4-1 lead. Green Koopa has generally been one of the worst hitters in the league, but hey, look at that. He's going to have a single to start things off. That is Green Koopa's only 13th hit of the year, averaging less than 250. But that'll help out. Now brings up Green Dry Bones. These guys are single machines, and Dark Bones can't get to it, but thrown out at 2nd. What a throw there by Dark Bones. Green Koopa caught sleeping. Now here's Caden averaging just 267 for this team, who averages 444 as a club. 0-1, line drive. Over the head of Red Magic Koopa, watch out. Green Dry Bones could be going to 3rd here, and that is unfortunate, just over the head of Red Magic Koopa at 2nd. Not a great start for him in this game. Brings up Green Magic Koopa, who's batting 483. Could they crack open an even bigger lead here in the bottom of the 2nd? Rookies, 0-1. Grab by, it's off the back of Green Critter, an error, and that's going to make it home. Bad timing there off of Green Critter's back. It's 5-1. He has had a couple of those this year, particularly one that cost them 2 runs and more against Peach 2 game days ago. Now will it cost them even more here? It's Bowser Jr., and it could be Green Hammer Bro in a moment here. Deep to left center. Watch out for the train. The train is going to run him over. Watch out here. This could get big. Caden going to 3rd, and Green Critter having to come way out of position, and now here is Green Hammer Bro. Birdo Bows are in a big spot here. Strike 1 on him. Could the rookies take a huge lead? Star swing. This is pulled foul, though. Unfortunate at bat. Down 0-2. Now she's going to use her star pitch to strike out one of the best hitters in the league. Got him for the 2nd out. Trying to get out of this. Bases loaded jam. Maybe that helps her temperament a little bit. You really don't want to see these two only pitch 2 innings combined. Blue Magic Koopa taking strike 1 in a bases loaded situation. Pop fly to left. Dark Bones has got it. Big defense there. Despite some of the challenges, they keep this close. But one more added on here due to the error by Green Critter at short, making it 5-1. Top of the 3rd here for Red Magic Koopa, then back to the top of the order. But so far, one time through the order, the Bows have struggled. Bowser Jr.'s start has been pretty solid. Here's Red Magic Koopa with a couple home runs this year. Fouls this off. He's had 2, including, I want to say, 1 in this ballpark at least. The 0-2 pitch off speed is swung on. It's going to get down in center for an opening single here in the 3rd. Very solid. Again, the train of death, says Steven Stone. It is a train of death. It has caused a lot of issues for both the home teams and the away teams. The Dark Bones has been causing a lot of issues for a lot of teams this year since he got added near the trade deadline. This brings up Green Critter with 9 homers and 25 RBI. You can't blame Bowser Jr. going paintball here. But this is swung on and fouled off. Took a swipe at it, and it will go foul over the wall. Runners on first and second here in the third. Another paintball from Bowser Jr. is swung on again and over the head of Blue Magic Koopa. And guess who the bases are loaded for with nobody out? He just hit a homer. He has the most homers in the SSSL. It's King K. Rool. Star swing. It's going to pull to the right, but it's off the head of Green Toad. It's not a homer, but that's going to get 1 home, 2 home. Green Critter's going to turn around. This is a 3 RBI error from Green Toad off of the star swing. In right field, very shocked by that, but it goes right off of Toad's noggin. Green Bay Peyton asking, has a ball been hit into the train yet? I'm not sure you can do that. I'm not even sure. I wonder if that'd be a ground rule double. As far as we know, it has not been. Some have been towards the tunnel. Bowser Jr.'s done after that mess, but I don't even know if I'll award him any earned runs in that section. 3 of them, making this a 1-run game. Now Red Critter to tie the game. It goes foul. Could actually taken the lead with a homer here with King K. Rool. Surprised even his slow ass probably could have gotten to second. This is a deep drive. High and deep to left field. It is gone. We have the lead again with a go-ahead homer from Red Critter, his 11th of the season. 6-5 here, just like that. The Bows doing what they do best. Look at that moonshot to left field, and Red Critter giving his team the lead again. And the 2-3-4 continuing to be one of the most daunting sections of any lineup in the league. Now I'm up here with the lead and nobody out still. Bowser Jr. rookies had a great inning themselves, and now the Bows are responding well. I'm pulling this one deep to center, and I have a single, again with nobody out. And Green Bay Peyton saying, "Welp." I know, "Welp" is about all you can say about this. For the rookies, they need to get some people out here. The Red Shy Guy's not trying to get out. He is going to have a single. And I'm there safe at second. This is a quick turnaround. Now brings up Birdo. And Birdo has a couple homers this year. She has some power. This is on the edge of the bat. On the ground. Powball, though, is going to at least get, oh, watch out, safe there at first. So there's 1 out. Bit of a mess there. The Powball getting off of the head of the shortstop. Now here's Gray Shy Guy. Steven Stone just saying there's pure power in this lineup. That's absolutely right. They are number 1 in slugging with an 800 slugging average as a team. On the ground, though, Gray Shy Guy is going to ground into the 6-4-3 to prevent anything more, so they'll just keep a 1-run lead here, heading into the bottom of the third. Still very early in our opening game of 3 in this split game day in game day 16. 6-5, but the rookies, they have the home run hitter who hit a 3-run shot to give them the lead. It's Green Toad. Very surprising for him. Good season. This is a nice contact hit. That's going to get down Green Toad. Very solid so far, 2 for 2. Goomba has been up and down. He's found some clutch hits, clutch moments this year. This is grabbed by Red Magic Koopa. He will ground out. 4-3, advance the runner. But Goomba overall has improved his average to a 346 on the year. This is Green Koopa, though. He did have a hit to start off this thing. I told you he was one of the worst hitters in the league, but now he at least has a hit in his game. Takes strike 2, though. Steven Stone said, clutch double play, good game in the making. I absolutely think so. This is already good. And strike 3 on Green Koopa. He strikes out here. Just his first strikeout of the year, but not helping his average. This brings up Green Drybones. I believe that's Birdo's 9th strikeout of the year. Came into the game, I want to say, with 7. She did. So 9 strikeouts for Birdo. That suction pitch can be hard to time up for these computers. That's going to be a ground out, though, to end the inning. So good defense here from the Bows, doing what they need to do. Birdo having to be put in early after just 2/3 of an inning. After Red Magic Koopa did not have a solid start in that opening inning, Birdo, maybe she can go the distance here and win them the game. Top of the 4th now. Play 7. This is Blue Magic Koopa, who, to his own credit, is a great pitcher, has been maybe solidified lately with some of his starts and stretches as a solid league pitcher. Tough stuff that these players have to do. No pitcher in the league now has below a 3 ERA. That is going to be lined out for the 2nd. Blue Magic Koopa trying to get through the 4th here, and here comes Green Critter for the 3rd time now. This is off the edge of that mallet. This is deep to left center. It is going to be... Oh, it's past Green Hammer, bro. The bananas get everybody, but watch out. Close play at third. Not in time. He will be there with an error on third base for King K. Rool, who had another error happen because of the star swing and a homer in this game. Joe K saying, always a good day with my boys streaming Sluggers. I thank you very much. It's a good day to be here, too. And it's a good day for King K. Rool. Adds another hit onto this one, 7-5, as those guys out in left center get absolutely mauled. It's always funny. My partner, she recognizes when some crazy stuff happened to how loud I am in the house. So the door to my office has been shut, respectfully and understandably. So, runner on first. King K. Rool again for Red Critter. This is going to get deep off the wall, too. Even this might give King K. Rool enough time to get to third. Will he turn for home? No. Runner on first and third. Stephen Stone asking, would you consider doing Season 2 without the error items? I would consider it. We're going to make some rule changes, some stat adjustments. We'll be doing a video on that at the end of the season with some of that. And it'll also be up to the ownership groups, the owners. I think that's something I would put on a vote. But it's certainly, I'm definitely going to make some changes and hopefully some improvements just based on the taste of the fans and of everybody else. That will be ending the inning there, 6-3. But certainly interesting to see. I'm considering a lot of different things that will be new for Season 2. But I feel pretty good about the fact there will be a Season 2. 7-5 now after that one coming from an error. Ended up getting somebody home. That was Green Critter. So outfield 7-5. I do like how the error items make crazy moments happen. I think it adds to the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the lineup construction. So I think it's something that I'm planning on keeping. That's going to be a line out for the second. But I think that I might improve some of the chemistry overall, I think is the main consideration. Lined out for the third here. 11 of you watching. A tight one, 7-5. After 4. Here we go to the top of the fifth. Close game. Bowser Jr. rookies took the early lead. And then Berto Bose snatched it right back. 0-1 for Red Shy Guy. And he will get this one on. Red Shy Guy continuing to be a solid player and finds those singles more often than not. Now probably batting above 400. Here is Berto. Berto off the edge of the bat. Berto deep to the wall. Off the train. And Red Shy Guy is going to get to third. And here we go again with nobody out. But yeah, we might see some chemistry improvements. Some characters might gain more chemistry partners, particularly Waluigi. You'll probably see Waluigi get a bit of a boost. We'll be talking about all of that in a future video on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. And again, I've got a backlog of highlights to put up. This is going to be a 4-6-3. Does bring in a runner, make it 8-5. But just getting the runner there at first was Gray Shy Guy. So puts them in a little bit better spot. Green Magic Koopa did come in. I have not liked his performances this year. And he lets up another one. Another run this year. But Green Magic Koopa, 11.27 ERA. Does not normally last very long. Is very much a transitional pitcher. This is going to be over the head. Over the head of Bowser Jr. at second. Dark Bones continuing to be perfect in this game. So watch out. It is Green Critter. Strike one on him with 2 outs in the 3-run game. They desperately need to get him out. They don't have a great pitcher on the mound right now. But maybe you just need a ground out or a fly out. This is off the edge of the bat. This is deep to left field. Will this get gone? It has to hit the wall now. Oh, it's off the wall. It's 9-5. We don't even know what happened there. Wow. We got to see the replay. 9-5. Look at how far this ball was. It must have gotten off the very top of this wall. Oh, man, I don't even know what happened there. We didn't even see a good angle of it. But instead, it's 9-5. It must have gotten off the wall. Lakitu called it fair. I know Caden has been very upset with the calls, particularly in the last game where it went off the edge of the wall and gave the Diddy Monkeys a homer. And so his complaints of Lakitu will not end. Here's King K. Rool with 22 homers. He's going to send a drive. This is no doubter. It does not even going to hit the wall. King K. Rool is trying to put this game away and has a 3-run shot. Goodbye. 12 to 5 now in favor of the Bows here at home. They've only lost once at home. This is just what this game ended up turning into. Red Critter for another one. This is in the same spot he hit it before, and that's gone. Red Critter, that's 2 homers in this game, and is at 12 on the year. And here we go, the 2-3-4 striking again, as Steven Stone saying the king strikes again on YouTube. Blowing this game open 13 to 5. 8-run game now with 2 out, and man, it feels like the Bowser Jr. Rookies games this year have been made and broken on 2 outs. They finally get me out to end it, but there you go, 6th spot in the 5th for the Bows, makes it 13 to 5. Green Bay Peyton on YouTube asking or saying if I play with someone in real life, I'll turn off star items because they become busted, but they're pretty balanced when used between CPUs. I absolutely agree. I feel like the star pitches and swings get used just enough to where it's not too busted. Even Bowser, who has the most busted star pitch, well, guess what? Bowser's monsters, they're struggling to try and stay in the playoff race. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it does him well enough. He doesn't really have any curve on his pitches, so I think that is the balance. I think Bowser's balanced to me on the mound because he has like guaranteed strikeout potential, but he doesn't have any curve on his pitches, so they're a little bit easier to hit. CPU versus CPU. Here's Green Toad, though. Watch out. Bowser Jr. Rookies are trying to mount a comeback here with the bases loaded. Brings up Goomba with nobody out. Big opportunity for them to match what the Bows just did. This is on the ground, though. Fire. Watch out. It's not going to make any difference. Only one got in there. 13 to 6 now. Brings in Green Koopa, who's had a hit today. You never know. You just never know with him. Green Koopa. This is a nice contact hit off the edge of the bat, but it's really not deep enough to get anybody a sac fly. So, Green Dry Bones, though, averaging .633. Plenty of opportunity to bat in another run here and close the gap. That was now 8 is 7. Swing and a miss, though. Strike 2 on Green Dry Bones. The 0-2 pitch is a suction ball that will strike him out and end the inning. Tough. They strand 2 there. Nice strikeout once again. 3 in the game for Birdo tonight. And after 5, it remains a 7-run game. Birdo Bows scoring double digits in a game once again this year. I'd have to count the number of times they've scored double digits in a game. And they have the best run differential in the league, folks. Coming into this game with a 72 run differential. 72 runs better than their opponents. And Birdo is going to fly out to Green Toad. He made that critical error on the King K. Rool star pitch earlier on in the game. Went off of his noggin. Here's Gray Shy Guy in the top of the 6th, just trying to clean things up, maybe add a few more. It's going to be past Blue Magic Koopa, and the Shy Guys, look at that. They are on base. Runners on first and second with 1 out for Red Magic Koopa. Red Magic Koopa can find some hits here and there. He is no slouch. He bats .389. Green Koopa is on the mound right now. You know that it's a bit dire for the Bowser Jr. Rookies when he's on the mound, and watch out. This is going to get interesting. This could get real ugly here. Green Koopa, who's only pitched in 1 game and allowed 3, has a 12.57 ERA through 1 2/3, is in a bases-loaded jam, and Dark Bones is going to get another one home, 14 to 6. Oh, brother. This could be really bad for the Bowser Jr. Rookies and their playoff chances. They're going to lose a lot of run differential here. Goomba, though, has had some good closing efforts. Has a 8.17 ERA, but that was skewed, or excuse me, has a 4.20 ERA. I like him coming in to close here. This is very solid. Green Critter, deep drive. He almost had one last time. Will it get over the wall this time? It's at the wall. It's off the wall. And watch out, though, Gray Shy Guy. He will get home just in time, 15 to 6. But, oh, brother. With the bases loaded again, it is King K. Rool. Takes strike 1. He has 23 homers on the year. Found one earlier. This is a drive. It's not going to get over the wall, but it's going to bring in some more. He'll add 1 RBI, 2 RBIs, and maybe a 3rd if Green Critter turns around. No, he stays there. King K. Rool once again just proving why he is so daunting to play. 17-6, top of the sixth. We got 2 more games. Red Critter going for his 3rd of the game, and that one is going to be grabbed by Caden, luckily. Enough for a sack fly to get Green Critter home. And so add the RBI there, 18-6. Bird sucks hard, hardcore. Steven says, yes. I read all that in the chat. Oh, man. Good stuff there. Good stuff. 13, 14 people, folks, watching this game right now. And we got 2 more. Folks, we got some very critical ones, too. Don't go anywhere. We got Daisy at Diddy and Mario at DK coming up next. Mario with the big victory, but they've had a bit of an up-and-down season in the last few weeks. This inning is finally over, thanks to Red Shy Guy. But, man, did they add on some more pain. It is now a 12-run game, 18-6. Berto Bows have scored 22 in a game before. That's the most they scored. And right now, because of the coin flip, they'll have one more try to beat that franchise record. And Gray Shy Guy is going to come in and try to close things out here. Berto doing her job, allowing a couple, but that is enough. Line out here for Gray Shy Guy. This is only his 2nd appearance on the mound, but in his 1st appearance, he faced 7 batters and allowed just 3 hits, but no earned runs. And he allows a hit here in the 6th. Brings up Bowser Jr. And this is going to put this team to 8-8, which really I think a lot of the bottom part of the league is going to be happy about when you consider kind of how the tiebreakers go. Bros are poised to take the season series 2-0 against the rookies. But now at 8-8, you got the Monsters, DK Wilds, and Peach Monarchs are all now potentially going to be within a game after tonight. Deep drive from Green Hammer Bro. It feels only appropriate that Green Hammer Bro hits a homer in this game. He deserves it. Another one for him. Make that his 12th of the year. He absolutely deserves it, folks. There's no doubt about that. It proves why he's so good, but unfortunately it's only 18-8 here. Here's Blue Magic Koopa, bottom of the 6th. Penultimate inning here with 2 out. Gray Shy Guy letting up a homer here, so his ERA is no longer a 0.00. But that will end it, and he'll have to do one more inning potentially, or maybe it'll be another Shy Guy coming in to finish it off. Green Critter, got to be feeling confident and good. He's had some great hits tonight, had a homer. And, of course, everybody in the 2-3-4 has been killing it. Steven Stone saying it's hammer time. It was hammer time. But hammer time came a little bit too late for the rookies tonight. Here is Berto. Berto off the edge of the bat. This one's on the ground. Easy 6-3 to start off the final inning of the game. But got to be happy with how her team has played tonight. On the ground, Bowser Jr. That's going to be a 4-3, and I really think he's improved at second base a lot this year. I think he's getting more balls into gaps in general, and right there around the second base spot. So I think that he has improved. He struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season, but I do think that he is a better pick there at second. This is going to be a 1-2-3 inning, so no more pain inflicted, no franchise record tonight. But the Bows, I'm sure, will be happy with an 18-run game. That's all it can do, and we'll see if the Bowser Jr. rookies can add a little bit more here. Still very impressive to score 8 runs on the Berto Bows. Not many teams have done that this season, so it's still an impressive mark nonetheless. Green Toad, who had a good night, folks, had that 3-run shot. Unable to add anything more. Gray Shy Guy getting tired here. Maybe he'll get out of it. And he's got Green Koopa, or Goomba, rather, and Green Koopa left to take care of. Strike one on Goomba. Folks, 2 more games coming up. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you don't touch that dial, as they used to say in TV. But don't scroll away. We got 2 more games, very pivotal games, including the DK Wilds trying to continue what has been an immaculate winning streak for them. They have had a lot of heartbreak earlier in the year, but it is maybe turning into one of the Cinderella stories of the league. They got to get through Mario tonight in the jungle. Here's Green Koopa, the 0-1 on the ground. This is going to be 6-4-3. That is going to end the rookie's day, and the Berto Bows continue to win at home in convincing fashion once again. They won the last time by 10, and tonight they win by 10 and improve their run differential to over 80 runs in the positive. Final score, 18-8, Berto Bows. Well, it was close. Bowser Jr. rookies came out hot to start the game thanks to the bat of Green Hammer Bro, who added a couple home runs once again tonight, but wasn't enough. They really did let up a lot on the mound, especially in that latter part of their bullpen, which is what we expected Green Magic Koopa suspect, and once they get past their first two pitchers, just as the Bows do, it can get a little bit suspect, and unfortunately that is the way that it went tonight, and hard not to give up the long ball to some of the best long ball hitters in the league in the Critters and King K rule. I'm sure next season they will be at the top of the draft list if things work out that way. Come on back, 2 more games. Don't go anywhere. Mario at DK. Very important game for both teams in hopes of getting to the playoffs. One trying to stay in their spot, the other trying to take it. Come on back. Welcome back to the Triple SL, the craziest baseball league on the internet. I'm Alec Rome. Here's our second game of the night. Mario Fireballs getting a comeback victory last night after being down 5-1 to the very tough Daisy Flowers. They ended up holding off just enough, and a complete game from Mario on the mound was just enough for them to mount the comeback there late and win at home 9-5. Now they go on the road where, frankly, a lot of the teams that are at the top of the standings have some somewhat poor road records, and the Mario Fireballs are not immune from that. At home, they have only lost once. That was to the Birdo Bows. They're 7-1 at home, but on the road, they are a measly 2 for 5. They did win against the DK Wilds at home. I'm pretty sure that was a convincing win, but tonight may not be the same. DK Wilds are going to be tough, and talking about a team that has liked playing at home, like I said, the Wilds did have that 1-8 stretch, but they are now an even 4-4 at home. So occasionally they've done it, and guess who they beat at home? Wario, Daisy, and Bowser Jr., and Diddy, all teams above 500. So home has worked out very well for them. Steven is a Fireballs fan. He's hoping for their victory tonight, and I'm sure Andrew, the owner of the Mario Fireballs, is hoping that he didn't have to worry too much about what could come in the next final weeks of the season. Dropping to 9-7 could really put things in a little bit of a state of flux, especially if we look at what is left for the Mario Fireballs after this. They play Diddy, they play Birdo, and then they play Wario all in a row. Very, very difficult part of their season. So a loss tonight could really put them in a difficult spot. They would need to win a lot of those last games. They also play in week number 20, week 20 they play Bowser, 21 Luigi, who they lost to and got shut out by. I'm pretty sure Luigi versus Mario. And they finished the season with Waluigi. So they finished the season with a little bit of an easier team. But this stretch for them coming up, not easy. So they desperately would like to add a little bit of padding, get themselves to 10-7, or 10-6 rather, and make it a lot more comforting that they're probably going to make the playoffs. But dropping to 9-7, as we know, a lot of teams are right in that ballpark. Especially if the DK Wilds were to win, they get to 7-9, they'd be right hot on their heels, as well as plenty of other teams would be. So, big time game. Game number 2. Here's the Mario Fireballs. Mario, of course, after that complete game and being the honorable mention in our 3 stars, is going to get the nod once again on the mound. I don't know if he really jumped himself into the top 15. He did not in ERA, but with a couple of strikeouts, he has been doing at least enough for them. But I think this is really one of the weak spots for the Mario Fireballs is their pitching. They are 9th in team ERA with a 6.59 as a team, and they are 10th in opponent batting average, 498. That's just right down at the bottom with the Spitballs and the rookies. Then a couple of points in the Peach Monarchs, even better than them in opponent batting average allowed. But they are the best hitting team in the league, averaging a whole half of, a point. 552 is a team over the Birdo Bows is 506. And slugging 730, that is where they will get you. They'll hit you to death, particularly with hitting singles. So the rest of the lineup, of course, same as it has been. DK Wild, same as it has been and as it was in our last game day on Friday. Donkey Kong with the complete game shutout, putting himself solidly in the conversation for some of the better pitchers in the league. Now puts himself into the 8th spot, I want to say, in ERA at the 4.42. And Brown Critter, now with 14 2/3 innings pitched, has started to eke himself into that conversation as well. And due to PR, now has a second best in the league. So really, as a relief pitcher in the spots that he has to come in, Brown Critter is really not too bad. So keep an eye on that tonight. He is playing first, as he always is. That is that. Those are the lineups. Big game right now. I'm sure both of these owners are going to be sitting on the edge of their seat for the entire game because both of them have reasons why they want to win badly, especially with the season getting as close as it is. Even the bottom teams at 5-10 right now with 6 games to go are not eliminated yet. So, one second. I'm going to take a quick break, folks, and be right back with the second game. I've been pulled aside by my partner. I'll be right back. Second game of the night in a moment. Folks, sorry about that. We're back. Gary Dog, my dog, just chewed up a PS5 controller. Not good. Not good. Unhappy about that. So that's tough. That's $50, $60 down my bank account, but we weren't keeping an eye on him, so that is what it is. But hopefully he chewed up, like, you know, the edge. So here, see this part right here on a controller. He basically chewed that part and these off. So R.I.P. to that. Hopefully, I don't think he swallowed anything. He's not really a dog that likes to swallow pieces and big pieces. So you pretty much, it was all there on the floor. He doesn't swallow nothing bad, but that's always a bit scary. So damn. And also, Gary, why, brother? Why? He does it with Roku remotes and all these sorts of things. So anyway, Alex can take a deep breath now. Set that aside. He's going in his kennel for a little timeout. Time in, game on here in the Triple SL for game number 2. Make sure I got those on. Here we go. Have to work myself out of that little spat. It's more like I'm a little bit concerned mainly about, I always want to make sure he's not swallowing anything he's not supposed to. Toad was supposed to get that one. What did the controller do to the dog? I don't know. He just likes to chew things when he's not being paid attention to. And guess what, brother? He has bones on the ground all the time. He has bones, but it's always the thing that he doesn't want, and he hasn't played with in a while. So if it's new to him, he wants it. And I had it. It's my fault. I had it up on the couch. I should have known better, but he's also not supposed to grab that. So, and it's crazy, dude. I mean, you'd be shocked. He can tear that shit apart. Thanks, CJ. Not really too concerned about it. Like, I'm more concerned about making sure he doesn't swallow anything. Oh, air item there. Watch out, DK Wilds. Oh, but baby DK gets caught out, so kind of a tit for tat there. So I guess fielder's choice, question mark, for Yellow Yoshi here. So 2 out. We're in the top of the first for the DK Wilds. It's Peter. Ball 1. But yeah, I mean, also too, dogs kind of swallow that stuff that comes from those bones anyway. So not really, like I said, he didn't swallow any big pieces, or at least we're pretty confident that he didn't. Line out, swallowed up, speaking of which, by Blue Pianta at second. Nothing for the DK Wilds opening this game. We head to the bottom of the first. Here is Blue Toad, Red Pianta, Yellow Toad. Taking the first pitch for a strike is DK. It's on the ground by Blue Toad. He's been one of their team's solid hitters overall. Top 15. 6 players on the Mario Fireballs are top 15 in hits this year. Again, not surprised. That's why they're at the top of the league. Blue Toad with 22 RBIs, but he does not get anything there. Past Yellow Shy Guy there at short. Red Pianta gets aboard with 1 out. CJ Wilson, I had a beagle. I know about dogs chewing on anything. I know. It is just what it is, man. And especially a pit bull with that big jaw, it can get through pretty much anything. He loves doing the Roku remotes. We came home one of the first days we had him, and he chewed through a Roku remote, and since then he has killed many a Roku remote for our television. Anyway, enough about that. We got baseball. We got important baseball going on right now. Runners on first and second for Yellow Pianta. DK Wilds need to get out of this. Really do not want to see them give up any runs if you're Peter and the DK Wilds. On the ground, though, Powerball, watch out. Oh, Powerball doesn't make any effort. There we go. 4-6-3 gets him out and keeps this a scoreless game after 1. Powerball, this time, not an issue. Last week, it was an issue for a lot of teams, even the teams that were on offense, throwing the Powerball. We really had some accuracy issues with that. On the edge of the bat for Yellow Magic Koopa to open the second. It's at the wall. It's grabbed by Red Toad. Wow, that was what an opening pitch hit here from Yellow Magic Koopa. Drove this deep, but it is grabbed, though, just in time by Red Toad. Good grab by him to prevent the run. So 1 out now for Boo. This is going to get down. Good opening hit here for Boo. Green Bay Peyton saying CJ owned a Snoopy. He did. That's right. I like Snoopy. Here we go with runner on first. That is, look up what Boo's been doing, but unfortunately, oh, Yellow Shy Guy not doing good there. 4-6-3 ends the 1.5 innings we've been through. Bottom of the second, Fireball's trying to not strand anybody and start the scoring. Here in the jungle, Boo, that was his 28th hit of the year. Been very solid, hitting about 490. This is Mario. He's had a very solid average. Like I said, 5-tool player, very solid, hitting 607. This is going to be in the glove of Baby DK. Nice job. I know. Green Bay Peyton, it was like, oh, it was a big moment, and then, yeah, I just kind of knew. I knew. Good defense, though. One out here. Tough game. This could be a low-scoring one. I would think last week, I haven't statistically confirmed it, but the last game day, I'm pretty sure, is one of the lower-scoring game days we've had all season long. So, I do think that this could follow it. Berto Bowes, of course, putting up double digits again tonight. Strike 2 here on Red Toad with 2 out. DK, the 0-2 on the inside. Grounded, 6-3. Nice defense from both teams so far after 2 the pitchers. It's the old DK arcade game battle between the Plumber and Donkey Kong. 2 innings down, nothing score. Here is the man with the tie and the big glove here to start the third. He has had a fairly solid season, only 8 home runs, but averaging 623. He's always a threat, but this gets fouled off. He's down 0-2 here in the count on his first at-bat. Mario could go fastball here. He's not. This one's still a power swing from DK. He had 3 doubles in the last game. Could this be another double for him? Nope, just a single, but a nice way to start it off. Brings up Brown Critter. As Fireball's outfield curse finally lifted, it might be. They've had some times this year where their outfield has just chosen not to go for a ball that was hit over the wall. Steven Stone hopes so. Another drive here from Brown Critter. Though watch out, the torches are big here, but not big enough. That's just pulled a little too far foul to the left. 0-2 here on Brown Critter. Nobody out. It's on the ground. It's going to be another 4-6. Oh, what happened there? Talk about the curse. Maybe the curse moved to the infield. And there's 2 out. 2 on with nobody out. Can you believe that? That is a rare miscue from Blue Toad there. It goes over his head. I don't know who you call the error on there. And now it's in the gap. They got the bases loaded. And that ball gets knocked over the foul ball. Will bring Donkey Kong home. And it's 1-0. Just like that, the DK Wilds have the lead. What happened? Blue Pianta either threw it over Blue Toad or Toad didn't get it. Somebody made a mistake, and now with nobody out, here's Baby DK. With 12 RBI this year, he's going to load the bases. And there's getting caught. Well, Red Meat finally does get home. Brown Critter doesn't go. But here we go. Yellow Yoshi with no home runs this year. Batting .368 with a drive. This is going to get in the gap. This will be a second run. How about a third? Kill Yoshi's getting home. Red Meat knocks his head off the wall. Baby DK to the plate is safe at the plate. And that's a 3 RBI single for Yellow Yoshi, almost tripling, or doubling rather, his RBI total for the season. And the DK Wilds have a commanding lead now. What a hit there, and Red Me just took his head trying to dive for the ball and spiked it into that stone wall in right center. I'm sure we might have to make sure he's not going to have a concussion here. And Peter is going to hit. And right now the Mario Fireballs are in a concussion. There's a barrel. How about they're going to have a double here? Yellow Yoshi thought about going for it. Runners on second and third with nobody out. And watch out, they could get to the bottom part of the order and really cause some damage for a team that's won 5 of 6. They are rolling right now. Just like the barrels in the outfield. That's grabbed though. Double play will clean things up big time. That's huge. They really needed to turn that double play. Boo here with a runner on third. Did have a hit earlier. Swings and misses, not even thinking about the outside pitch, strike 1. This is a drive, though. Line drive down, and that's going to make it 5-0 RBI from Boo for his 9th of the year. Green Bay Peyton said Red Me is on concussion protocol. Yeah, I think you got to look at that. That was, I mean, you could see he was like, oh, what the fuck happened, you know? Oh, man. Yellow Shy Guy here is going to not continue things. Luckily, those two connect this time. That error was huge in giving the DK Wilds a 5-0 lead. Can they hold on to it? We know that the Fireballs can come back down a few runs. The DK Wilds have given up leads of that size before. Bottom of the third here. Blue Pianta, again, this team DK with another solid outing on the mound, but he gives up a hit here to Blue Pianta to start off the third. This is Andrew. Line drive. Andrew has had a rough season as a me here, folks. Only batting .281 and lines into a double play. With 15 of you watching here, the DK Wilds, underdog team, lost 8 of 9 to start the season. We're one of the worst teams in the league, and now Peter's DK Wilds are up 5 against one of the best teams in the league. But Blue Toe with 2 out is going to have a double here to try and give them something. Runner in scoring position for Red Pianta. Red Pianta has 4 homers. Everybody on his team, this is one of the better scoring teams in the league. Deep to right field. Couldn't get off the wall. Yellow Yoshi is there. It's grabbed for the 3rd out. And this is still a 5-0 affair. The defense from the DK Wilds, bend but not break. They're doing enough to keep this one in their command. And here we go. It is DK and Brown Critter back up here. In the bottom, or the top of the 4th, rather. Hot one, gonna get off the wall. Watch out, Red Me. Didn't want to spike his head into the wall that time. So gives up the single, and DK brings up the Brown Critter, who has 5 homers this year. Could it be a 6? The 6th one could really put this game out of reach. The 0-1 pitch is a deep drive to right center. But they're there in time. Will they rob it? They will. Red Me robs another one there. Shockingly fighting through his concussion to get the 1st out. Again, I'm surprised. I would have thought Red Pianta had been the one to jump for that one, considering what happened. But this time, Red Me has recovered a little bit. So with 1 out and a runner on first, this is Teal Yoshi. Teal Yoshi was part of the little stretch there that helped bat around some of the batters there, and I think he got home. Takes the fastball for a strike. The hot ball, the fireball for a strike. This is on the ground, though. It's going to be a 6-4. Oh, he just got him in time. That was close. I got to tell you, I thought he was safe there at first. Double play, though, 6-4-3 means nothing for the DK Wilds in the 4th. We head to the bottom of this one with the Yellow Toad, Yellow Pianta, and Mario. Of course, all these guys are very solid, and they're batting above 500 as a team. But today, they have been locked up. No home runs, no runs total. They get their hits still here and there, but really not doing enough. Some good defense, too, from the DK Wilds. DK Wilds are 3rd in the league in both ERA and opponent batting average. That has certainly, they've been in the top 6 in a couple different of these team stat categories. So on the ground could be a 3-6-3. No, he's going to beat the runner there. Brown Critter will tag the bag for out number 1. Yellow Toad on second for Mario. But, yeah, only .419 allowed to opponents this season. The DK Wilds in batting average. Again, Donkey Kong, very solid lately. Good stints on the mound. Has been a surprise, to say the least. But here we go. Runners on the corners. Mario gets the single. Brings up Red Me. Red Me is batting about 400. Runner on first and third. Big spot for him here. Big spot for the DK Wilds as well. This on the ground. It could be a 1-6-3 double play to end it and keep this thing in shutout potential. After 4, the Wilds defense and the double plays they've been turning have been enough to keep the Mario Fireballs without a spark. It's the top of the 5th for Baby DK, and he's going to have a hit here. Baby DK now 30 hits on the season for him, batting around 530 for 61. Mario getting tired. He had a complete game and allowed 5. He's allowed 5 again tonight through 4 complete innings here so far, 4 innings. Steven Stone saying, dang, I know he's rooting hard for the Mario Fireballs tonight, but they're struggling. But they did have a comeback in the 6th inning against the Daisy Flowers, so you just never know. But right now, don't know if they're made for it. And they got runners in first and second with nobody out, and Peter's going to hit another one, but this is a line drive. Pow ball doesn't really do anything. So getting 1 out there, critical out. Now opportunity for any base here, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. Yellow Magic Koopa did have a deep drive earlier in the game. Thought he'd get. It's Blue Toad, by the way, on the plate. Nice grab. Blue Pianta turns the double play, 4-6. Good stuff there. Mario Fireballs coming in time. Blue Toad, this is his first appearance, folks. First appearance for Blue Toad this season on the mound. And so far through one, he has allowed nothing. Only one half inning where we've seen runs scored, and it was the top of the third. DK Wild's got 5. Here we go, bottom of the 5th. Red Toe trying to prevent the shutout and really trying to get them the win. Needs to get it going. This is going to be on the ground, though. Yellow Magic Koopa's got that easy for the 4-3. Looking at the games this year, the Mario Fireballs have only been shut out once. That was to Luigi, a team that has shut out 3 different teams this year. Birdo Bows, Mario Fireballs, and then more recently, they were able to shut out the Bowser Monsters in the biggest shutout in league history, 14-0. This is Andrew with 2 out, and we know Andrew has not been doing very well. Good opportunity for the DK Wilds to get to the 6 and Donkey Kong to continue his incredible game, an incredible stint in this part of their rotation. Yellow Shy Guys got it there. 5-0 remains the score. After 5, the Wilds are marching. Have an opportunity to go 6 for 7 and completely turn around their season. They still need a little bit of help in the last 6 games of the season, but boy, could we be talking about the DK Wilds being in the playoffs. Top 6 make it. Bowser Jr. Rookies took a step back, went to 8-8. DK Wilds, if they win, they go to 7-9. They'll be 1 game back from the 7th spot. And if the Mario Fireballs lose, I mean, look, they'll drop to 9-7. There's no guarantee with their tough schedule coming up that they're going to stay in the playoffs. They'll need to get some big victories, and right now, they are not winning against the DK Wilds. This is DK with a runner on first. Top of the 6th. Strike 1 on DK. Blue Toad got a little bit of curve to his pitches. I actually don't mind this selection here. I'm interested to see how he performs the rest of the game. This is curving in, though. Absolutely over the plate. Will Red Me and Piante get to this one again? They will. Red Me has been very solid tonight. Has robbed a lot of balls despite his head injury that we expect him to have. We'll check the injury report after the game, you know. But good stuff there still to keep this at least within, you know, maybe a 10-foot pole's reach. You know, it's still a little bit in close. They were down 4 to the Daisy Flowers and scored 8. So you never know. 2 outs here for Brown Critter. Take strike 1. Defense for both teams has been solid, even for the Fireballs. They've been doing enough. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Brown Critter. The 0-2 pitch is contacted. It'll get down, and so runners on first and second with 2 out. CJ Willis said the Wilds get into the postseason. That'll be one of the greatest team stories of the league, in the history of the league, in our short history of the league. It certainly would be. 0-1 on Teal Yoshi, taken for a ball. And again, think about the wild card. The wild card series are best of 3. They're definitely meant for a little bit of, you know, variation and volatility. That's what I'm looking for, the V word. After 5.5, DK Wilds can't get anything there. We head to the bottom of the 6th where the Fireballs scored their 8 to beat the Flowers. Big moment here. You got to get some of the better hitters out, but Blue Toad on the first pitch lines out. Red Pianta with 1 out. White Dynamite on YouTube saying Red Media is this game's equivalent to Billy Bob on Varsity Blues. That's a reference I don't get, but I respect that. I respect that. I'm pretty sure Varsity Blues was a television show, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe I could be completely wrong. You might have to educate me a little bit. I am not that old. So, runner on first here with 1 out. This is Yellow Toad to try and get their team back. But Baby DK is so good at robbing balls at the wall this year, and he does it again. Defense, he hasn't really had to been called on tonight a lot. He gets called on there and answers that call. Robs it at the wall. It is still 5-0 with 2 out. 15 of you watching a big-time game night with 1 more game to go. It's Daisy at Diddy. We'll be back here at the Jungle for the final game of the night. Back on Thursday to finish up game week number 16. That is that. Flying out to right. Mario Fireballs have not shown up to the dance so far, and the clock is striking midnight on this one. Ah, fair. Okay. I was like, it's either a TV show or a movie. DK, Baby DK, solid game for him all around. He's had a couple of hits, adds another one there. This is Yellow Yoshi, who contributed to getting some people in. This is on the ground. It's going to be a 4-6-3, though, and they're down to 1 more out here in the 7th. Peter, I think, has also been getting some hits himself on the season, slugging 411, averaging 357. He's going to have another one. What a game from Peter today. I think he's had 3 hits out of maybe 4 at-bats. Very, very solid stuff from Peter in this game. Yellow Magic Koopa in the gap. Still got a shot here with 2 out, but watch out. Oh, that goes past Peter. The foul ball got everybody. Peter almost got thrown out, but I think the foul ball just wiped over everybody. So nothing happening there. Boo, who had some hits earlier, can he find them a little bit of extra space? Nope, that's it. 5 is all they can get. Mario Fireballs need 5 in the final half inning to win the game. It's Mario, Red Me, Red Toad. Mario averaging 607, Red Toad 578, Red Me 433. This is on the ground. Foul ball could be an issue. And it knocks over Yellow Magic Koopa. Trying for it first. No, he's safe. Error on Yellow Magic Koopa with no out. That's a good way to start it. Now here's Red Me. DK looking for another complete game shutout. It would be the only person in league history, even not Eli, has gotten 2 games in a row, 2 complete shutouts. And they are 2 outs away from him. Maybe 1. Mario's going to get to the plate. He's safe. Maybe DK almost picked him off. Would be the first player in league history to have 2 straight complete game shutouts on the mound. Would put him with the likes of Eli when it comes to complete games. Steven Stone, it's a gecko code. Can explain that in a later game. Red Toad over the head of Yellow Magic Koopa, keeping the game alive for now. This is going to bring up, I want to say, Blue Pianta. If Blue Pianta can get aboard, they need him to get aboard. It's Andrew up, and you haven't really been able to rely on Andrew this year. 0-1 on Blue Pianta. Off speed. It's swung on. This is going to get down in front of Yellow Yoshi. But watch out. Toad gets thrown out. Toad gets thrown out at second. They're down to their last out with Andrew at the plate. We know he has not been very solid. He needs to find a hit or the Fireballs will get shut out for the second time this year. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, line drive. It is down in front of Baby DK. They prevent the shutout. It's 5-1, and here we go. You never know, a 2-out rally, which this team has done a lot. They got their 12-run inning all on 2 outs. Maybe there's a chance. Donkey Kong is not going to have 2 straight complete shutouts, but can he finish the game here? Blue Toad has been rough in this game, to say the least. Not a lot going for him, including had that error that was critical to giving the DK Wilds the control of the game. And guess what? They are going to be 6-7. Ground out to the pitcher. Donkey Kong with another complete game. And the DK Wilds get it done here in the jungle again, being another top team. They are on fire right now. 5-1 the final. They've won 6 of 7. Woo! Just like that, the DK Wilds are going to be 7-9 and will be 1 game out of 7th place after being the absolute bottom of the league, 12th place. We're 1-8. They have gone on a magical run. It's not over yet. Still a lot of work to do for the DK Wilds. When we look at the rest of their schedule coming up the next few weeks, they do have a favorable one. They play the Waluigi Spitballs at Wario City, worst team in the league. Great opportunity to continue the streak. Game day 18, they play the Diddy Monkeys. Always tough, but that's the second game at the Jungle, which they won that first affair. Game day 19, they've got the Peach Monarchs. So the next 3 games for them, very good chance for them to finish out the season. Their only tough games remaining are at Wario in the last game day. And game day 20, they play the Birdo Bows at Yoshi Park. Tough one, hard for them to be able to get a win there, but their schedule is favorable. Watch out, folks. DK Wilds could be running wild and running into the playoffs. Can you believe that? We'll see. One more game tonight. It is Daisy at Diddy here in the jungle one more time. Come on back. Welcome back to the SSSL, Craziest Baseball League on the Internet. I'm Alec Rome. Final game of this first part of game day number 16. We'll be back on Thursday around the same time, probably 5 p.m. Central Time. Of course, great opportunity to keep up with us and talk during the week about the games is to join our Discord, folks. Join that Discord, putting it in the chat right now. Opportunity for you to join tonight is in the chat. Discord right there on Twitch and YouTube. Great opportunity to keep up with us, keep updated. Probably the best way, because I'm mainly focused on video content and catching up, so sometimes I don't always put the updates out there, but I should. I want to try and get some more people into the league. So I'll try my best. Always do my best. One guy operation here. So here we go. Final game of the night. It is Daisy versus Diddy. Daisy losing a tough one to Mario in our last game week on Friday. And I feel like it's just been one of those seasons. They've obviously been very solid. They are top to bottom, have plenty of power, good hitting. It's just little moments, games here and there where they've lost. And, dropping one to Wario, you can't really say anything bad about them. It's just they lose a game here. They lose a game there. It's just kind of been that a top team, there's no guarantee that you're going to keep winning out. So I think it's just been the way that it has been so far. And we'll see if Daisy can adjust tonight. But when I talked earlier about home field advantage, the Daisy Flowers are one of those teams that prefers to play at home on the Cruiser, and they have not been on the Cruiser in a while. They only have 3 more home games this year. One of them is against the Birdo Bows, and the other one against the Bowser Monsters and the Spitballs. But they are also 7-1 at home. They like playing at the Cruiser. It works really well for them. But away, they are also just 2-5. So they have lost to the DK Wilds before at the Jungle, and so will they be able to tackle the Jungle of the Diddy Monkeys tonight? Unsure. That's going to make a big difference. First, let's find out who is playing in what positions with our starting lineups. Ethan starting again tonight, taking a look at his last outing. He was able to pitch through 5, allowing 6. Kept it close, just had that breakdown at the very end. And then Daisy allowing just 1. Really, I think that his ERA and his 6 earned runs in that game, it just was, you had that one bad inning, but otherwise he was able to put him through 5 pretty much perfect innings, where they only allowed 1. So not quite perfect, but very solid. And, of course, he's had some good starts. He normally can get him at least a couple innings. May allow some runs here and there, but should be solid enough to at least get it to Daisy. And, of course, Daisy overall this year is in the, upper echelons of ERA. She's not bad. Funny enough, Blue Dry Bones, if we see him tonight, he's actually 14th in ERA. And overall in our whip category, he is 12th. So not bad for Blue Dry Bones. He's been a solid option, a third option, in my opinion, for them to go to. Now the Diddy Monkeys, it is Diddy Kong again tonight. Diddy Kong has not in the top 15 in ERA. Overall has kind of been floating in that area, but I think he just lets up a little bit too much. King Boo, though, I expect him. King Boo has a 5.98 ERA through 41. Diddy Kong through 33 and 2/3 is a 5.61 ERA. I expect King Boo's ERA to continue to come down if he comes in a relief effort tonight if they're doing well. But it's tough when the Daisy Flowers are among the best hitting teams in the league, averaging 490, slugging 739. Going to be difficult, but I do think the bullpen is where the Diddy Monkeys have the advantage. They are second in ERA, first in opponent batting average now. Teams are hitting under 400 to them, so I think this is a good matchup for them. I think this time around, they have a much better chance of beating the Flowers. Let's find out if they do. One more game tonight, and we'll be back, of course, as always. Don't go anywhere. We will preview the games on Thursday and take a look at the temporary standings after this game. Here we go. Game number 3 starts right now. It's Daisy's team and, of course, Blooper, who's been the leadoff hitter for quite a while now, to bat first. Good luck to both teams here in the final game. Blooper takes strike 1 on Diddy. Diddy Kong is actually tied for 4th in strikeouts in the league with 4, tied with some of the other captains, Luigi, Waluigi, and Yoshi. And now Mario might have added a strikeout too with that. Strike 1 here as Blooper's able to get aboard for Wiggler, who has had just a stellar season. I cannot sing Wiggler's praises enough. Big, deep one, though. 2-1 does not catch the edge of the plate there. I thought that would have caught. The 2-1 pitch is on the ground, and unfortunately, Wiggler is going to ground into the 4-6-3 just in time, even though Wiggler's fast. They get him. Good defense for the Monkeys here, bringing up Boomerang Bro. Boomerang Bro has 7 homers, averaging .542. But tough situation for him to add anything here. The 0-1 going contact is grabbed by Yellow Yoshi. They get out. The first 3 batters here. Bottom of the first coming up. Steven is going for the flowers this time. He's open. Thanks for joining the Discord, by the way, Steven. I appreciate you. Here is King Boo. Bottom of the first. King Boo, of course, has been a little bit rough in some sections. He doesn't have as good of an average as some of the other power hitters. Deep to left field in that tough section with the trees are. They going to grab it? They do have it. Blooper just jumped for no reason there, but Wiggler's got it. He's like, dude, don't worry about it. I got it. You're being a little bit too fancy. But yeah, King Boo only averaging .468, but he's got those 6 homers, 20 RBI, so he's almost double what he is in the slugging department. So when he does get a hit, tends to be worth something. But 2 out here, though. Quickly, to start off the game, it's Ethan versus Dave. Dave, that's in the gap. So Dave able to add a hit. .317 on the year. That's his 20th hit out of 61 at-bats. Brings up Green Hammer, bro. The guy that hit the winning grand slam in the top of the 7th is going to hit another nuke. And that one, you can kiss goodbye. They are going to open the game with a 2-run homer. Absolutely no doubt about it off the edge of the hammer. The head of the hammer. 9th homer for Green Hammer Bro, who's a member of the Diddy Monkeys. 2-0. Yellow Yoshi with a drive. Deep to right center. Yellow Yoshi. It's off the wall. That's a double for Yellow Yoshi. Only his 2nd of the season, and the Monkeys are still alive here in the bottom of this first. Wow. The Yoshis are coming up with some power. This is on the ground, in the gap, and they're going to keep the inning alive for the Kongs here. And Tiny Kong, who's averaging very solid .451. She can certainly find some contact here and there. She is going to find one. Another RBI for her. It's her 9th of the season, and Blue Yoshi is going to get to 3rd. What an inning to start off here against the tough Daisy Flowers. Again, the Daisy Flowers just seem to let up runs in little trickles here and there, and it ends up costing them. They're going to have to respond big time with their power hitters. Funky Kong is due up to start their 2nd inning. Here's Diddy Kong with a drive. Over in that tree section, they got to grab it. They do. Wiggler's got it at the wall, and that will end the inning. But 2-run shot from Green Hammer Bro and the Tiny Kong RBI. Out of all people, that's a good RBI for her to contribute. It's 3-0 after 1. Diddy Monkeys. Again, taking a look at the standings, folks. Important one for the Diddy Monkeys when we talk about keeping in their position. If they beat the Daisy Flowers tonight, they will have split the season series with them, and those two will be tied in record, and that will make that race very interesting. They'll both be in 4th or 5th, but the Diddy Monkeys can likely jump to 4th with a victory. Here's Funky Kong, deep to left center. Goodbye! Funky Kong is going to have another one. Good start from Funky Kong. His first at-bat is a homer. It's his 14th of the year, and they cut the lead. Good stuff there. Dave has come in at a good time, starting off nicely for his team, and letting up one here to Funky Kong to open the 2nd. Brings up Blue Drybones. He's lost his hitting crown in terms of the number of hits, but he's still the best average with a .782. Swifts on the banana ball here for the first one. And taking ball 1, good eye. I think his patience is part of the reason why he's such an effective hitter. And he's also had some homers, but he's down in the count here, 1-2 to Diddy. And the 1-2 pitch is going to be lined out, so Blue Drybones cannot add anything. He's going to have a rare, very rare line out to short. 1 out here for Red Paratroopa, and we can make that 2. Blue Yoshi's got that again at short. Red Paratroopa, this team's worst hitter, tied with Ethan around .358. But again, that's not a bad floor. Not a bad floor to have for a team when you got your worst hitter still averaging in around .350. We'll get it done. Toadette, though, that's all 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Straight to Blue Yoshi at short. Good stuff for the Monkeys. They only allow the 1 from Funky Kong, which led off the top of the 2nd. It's 3-1. Here is Dixie. She's going to catch this one on the edge of the bat, but it is straight to Wiggler for the first. King Boo is back up here. Like I said, been struggling a little bit in the average department, has been reined in, but this is absolutely slam. Will they get to this one in time? Oh, they got it, Wiggler. I honestly believe, folks, that because Wiggler's so tall is the only reason why they got this ball. This was absolutely skied in left center, but I think that because of Wiggler's height, I think if a lot of other players were in that spot, they might not have gotten to that. But Wiggler in center grabs it, and that's 2 outs. Brings up Red Koopa. 541 average for him. Very different to his counterpart, Green Koopa, but he lines it out. That is 3. Daisy Flowers and Wiggler with a huge grab to keep this within 2 runs. And Daisy, who has found some homers this year. She has 5, tied with Blue Drybones now. She has really had a steady rise in her year at the plate. Is going to be here, takes ball 1. And this is a high fly ball to center. Only thing that can make any issue would be fire, but it's not going to. So Daisy flies out to center. Brings up Ethan, again batting just 360. Does have a homer. Never know. Taking strike 1. Again, big game. This is our last game of the night. Both these teams within 1 game of each other. Pop fly here where the flower is. It's grabbed just in time for the first. I think the Kongs have that immunity as well. I think that's why they have some decent stuff going on at home. This is going to be in the gap, though. Blooper keeps the inning alive, but Diddy Monkeys, surprisingly enough, they have also been a bit in the middle, 4-3 at home. Even though their outfielders have been a bit immune from those flowers this year, I think that's part of their character design. Hasn't always translated into wins. Many other factors, of course, in a baseball game, including here. Look at that. Wiggler, after a tough start, is going to get aboard. Bring it up. Boomerang, bro. He's always a threat, as many hitters are on this team. Oh, but he took the inside pitch. That's going to be gotten at first for the 3rd out. Grounding out 6-3. Tough from Boomerang, bro. I like the pitch. It was a good pitch from Diddy. Made it curve inside, and I think Boomerang, bro, committed there. So, still 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Dave was like, boo, why is Diddy tired? Well, hey, look, he's gotten you where he needed to get you. Hopefully, King Boo could get you the rest of the way. And look, he had 4 perfect innings, so he certainly could do it. Here is Dave. That's you, and you're going to have a single to start off the 3rd inning here, bottom of the 3rd. Nice stuff from Dave there. Again, Dave probably only averaging in the mid-300s. Yep, only 317 for Dave. But Green Hammer Bro's been so solid. Had the homer earlier, and he's going to add another one here, another hit. Brings Dave to 3rd. Nobody out with runners on the corners for the Monkeys here, trying to get the victory. This is Yellow Yoshi. He had a solid drive that almost went yard. It went off the wall. It was a double to start. First pitch. How about another deep drive? This could be enough for a sac fly here. And it will be. Sac fly. Dave's going to get in, make this one 4-1. Another solid hit here from Yellow Yoshi. Couple deep drives doing their job. Good stuff. Good stuff there from Yellow Yoshi. Again, one of the characters that might go a little bit untalked about. But doing the job. Just in the little margins there, as I've always talked about. Blue Yoshi, who also had a hit. I want to say to start off the game, fouls this off. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-1, 1 out. Inside, nice pitch by Ethan for the 4-6-3. If Blue Yoshi gets out, no, he's way safe. Blue Yoshi, folks, is so fast this year. He is able to prevent a lot of those. His hustle is incredibly impressive. Tiny Kong is up. She's going to hit that in the gap, keep the inning alive here as Bloopers got that in left. Bringing up Diddy Kong. This is going to be it here for Ethan. Letting up a few once again. Daisy's coming in, trying to clean it up. 2 outs here with runners on 1st and 2nd. Off speed taken for a strike. Now I like Daisy's chances here. Taken for strike 2. Now she can just go flower ball to get him out of the jam. She does not, though, and that is going to be grabbed by Ethan nicely after coming off the mound. Good play by him to make sure nothing else happens there. And so we head to the 4th. This one's been a bit of a slow one. Lots of stuff going on. 4-1 after 3 here. This is Funky Kong, who already had a homer, is the only run right now for the Daisy Flowers through 3 innings. This is a banana ball, which Funky Kong chose to swing on. He thought maybe he could time up that curveball. Some pitchers really like the curveball from right-handers because they can get the angle on it and send it to left field. But early, he was early on that ball, I want to say. And so that is a pop fly to Blue Yoshi. Now Blue Drybones, who ended up grounding into something earlier, are lining out. 0 for 1 for the rare miss. And, of course, he gets right back to where he was, getting hits. Getting on base. Here is Red Paratroopa. Strike 1 on him. This is a drive by Red Paratroopa. He's had a lot of these this year. They're going to have to rob this one, and Dixie does. I am waiting, praying for one of these days that Red Paratroopa, who does have a home run, continues to hit one. He did get one. I have to think about which game he got that in, but God, has he had some drives this year that have just come barely short. He's showing a little bit of power here, but he's just flown out a little bit too much. 2 outs here for Toadette, batting .368. Steven Stone says, I feel cursed today. Every team I go for ends up getting blown out. Well, it's not a blowout yet, but that's a 4-3. That will end it, maybe. You are the cursed stone, my friend. I don't want to say that. You never know. We still got a lot of game left to go. Half of the game left. Diddy Monkeys have won and lost in the last moments, and you know the Daisy Flowers have made their fair share of comebacks this season, so nothing is decided. I didn't really say this earlier, but I really did predict that this game was going to be decided late. You have that feeling with the way these two teams have been playing this year. You just don't know the outcome until the very end. King Boo is going to fly this one out to center. Just has not really had enough power. Its average is reflective of that. Hasn't really been able to get it done today either. Struggling. Red Koopa now. Flies it out. Oh, no, it's off the head of Toadette. Toadette with an error there. It's shortstop. Keeps the inning alive for the moment. It's going to bring up Dave here. Dave did have a single earlier and was able to get over to third. Don't know if we remember getting home or not, but that's grounded to Ethan 4-3. So nothing really. Toadette's error did not make any difference here. We head to the 5th. Still 4-1 in the jungle at nighttime with the torches lit. Daisy's due up here to start off. Can she find something here? Maybe find a homer or a double. Take strike 1, though. King Boo again is in. His ERA has been solid. He had those 4 perfect innings, had a streak of 15 outs in a row without allowing a hit. Got pulled controversially against the Yoshi Eggs, and that, I believe, was a direct reason why they lost that game. This is going to be in... Oh, it's flown out. Nice grab by Tiny Kong. And who knows? This is feeling like a similar story again here for King Boo. He came in somewhere there, either late 3rd or early 4th, and that's 3 right there. 1, 2, 3. King Boo is getting it done this year, folks. He struggled a little bit as a pitcher to start the season, but has really turned it around. Very solid stuff from him. We head to the bottom of this inning with Green Hammer Bro, who really cracked it open. His 3-run shot made the difference. Can't remember if it was a 3 or a 2 up. It was a big one. It was a multi-run homer. This is going to be just a nice, easy single here. Dave saying Shohei Butani still getting that. I think he still deserves that. I think he's got to hit a little bit more, but I think the two-tool, his approach and his pitching still puts him. I think you can still give him that title, but there are some other good batting and pitching combos out there this year. Mario would be an example. I don't think he has the exact power. Friedrich, thank you so much. We'll make sure we add you. We got the Discord link somewhere in the chat earlier on Twitch. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I'll go ahead and put that Discord link in there. Join our Discord. We'd love to have you in there and join us a little bit more. And hopefully not a spam bot, because sometimes I worry about those long messages. But you seem like a nice guy, Friedrich. That is going to be a nice 6-3. Daisy Flowers are able to get out of that one. We've had 2 scoreless innings in a row here. With 15 of you watching, we're going to have a tight finish here in the jungle to finish the stream. Here we go, top of the 6th. Wiggler has not been doing very well today either. Has had some flyouts and some lineouts. And is going to have a tough ask here against King Boo. This is going to be down in front of Tiny Kong, though, so King Boo lets up a rare hit. Lately, it's rarefied air for him to let up hits like this. Here we go, though. Boomerang Bro with a runner on first. Top of the 6th in a 4-1 game. Going to take a swipe at this one. This is going to get in the gap. It's past Dixie Kong. She tried to hustle to it, but Wiggler's going to get to third, and it's stuck there in a corner. Wiggler loves to turn for home, but he does not yet, so here we go. Funky Kong, who's had a homer, with runners on first and third. The 0-1, here is an 0-1. It's taken for a strike. Star pitch here. Funky Kong going contact up in the air. It's down. Wiggler doesn't go, though, but the bases are loaded with nobody out here for the Daisy Flowers. And Blue Dry Bones, the best hitter in the league with average consideration. Star swing from him. He's going to get in the gap. They're going to close the lead by at least 1. Now Boomerang Bro, but the buddy play is not in time, and it's a 1-run game. 1-run game for the Flowers here. They've made so many comebacks this year. Could this be another? Miguel saying, hey, bro, just joined and caught the Bows game. That's good. Good to see. End of the night for King Boo. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I would like to see him stay in there, but we know that his stamina is not great, and with nobody out, no better time to try and make a change. This is going to be in the gap. King Boo. Oh, he's safe at the plate. Didn't go for the double play. I love the effort from King Boo. Gets the out at second, but we're tied at 4 here in the 6th. Now for Toadette. Wow, what a play there. I thought King Boo almost would have gotten the lead runner at Funky Kong. Great effort from him at shortstop nonetheless. Rare position for him to play. Normally he doesn't do this. 4-6-3. Double play in time. We are tied, headed to the bottom of the 6th. And now I'm sure Dave and his fan base here of the Diddy Monkeys, heartbeat probably raising a little bit. King Boo's due up here back to the top of the order, but he has struggled today. The off speed on the ground. Grabbed by Red Paratroop. A nice 5-3. Could the Daisy Flowers do it again? Another comeback from them. It's tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 6th. One more inning left to go. Dixie takes strike 1. Good eye. I haven't really seen Daisy use her flower pitch a lot today. Off speed is swing and miss. Strike 2. 0-2 on Dixie. On the inside of the bat. Great at bat from Daisy there. Totally took care of business on that one. 2 outs. Tough spot for King Boo, but all he needs is a homer to give him the lead and potentially force them 1 run. That's so funny. Gary just opened the door to the office. On the edge of the bat, will get down. No, that is a line out by King Boo. And we head to the 7th in a tie game. 4-4. It's Daisy, Ethan, and Blooper. Once again, what did I say? I just had a feeling this was going to be close in the 7th. Let's get it going here. Starting off with Daisy. She's had a few homers this year, including some big ones. 5 homers to be exact. 0-1. On the edge of the bat. Deep to center field. It's really deep, but we'll get off the wall. Oh, it's grabbed by Dixie. She jumped for it. Maybe with the shell causing her to jump. She grabs it at the wall. What a grab. Now here's Ethan in a 4-4 game. They're not out of it. They would just need to prevent any runs in the bottom if they don't get anything. Blue Yoshi has had an incredible stint here trying to close the game out. The 0-2 is going to be down in front of Tiny Kong. She's good, but she's not that good. Good hit from Ethan here. His 19th of the season brings up Blooper. Back to the top of the order. 0-1. On the edge of the bat. On the ground. Pow ball. Oh, there's an error, but watch out. Ethan could still get thrown out. But Tiny doesn't throw it to the right area. And oh no. Runners on first and second for Wiggler. Wiggler has struggled today. He's flown out a lot, but you just never know. If Wiggler gets it, it brings up Boomerang Bro. Tie ball game. Out there to left field. The bases are loaded for Boomerang Bro here in a tight spot. He had a double earlier. Here it is. Bases loaded. The 0-1. Taken for a strike. Good pitch by Blue Yoshi. The 0-1. Got to keep it off the bat. That's inside. On the ground. And got it. Oh, he didn't go for home. What did he do? Dave, it was a force out at first. Dave had a force out at first. Why did he do that? He just needed to tag the bag or tag the runner. Instead, it brings up Funky Kong. Oh, man. That could be one of the craziest things that happened this year. Blue Yoshi swing and a miss on a star swing on the first one. The 0-1 for Blue Yoshi. Star swing again by Funky Kong. They're going to have the lead. Unbelievable scenes here again. Buddy play. It's not in time. They take 2 runs here from Funky Kong. Unbelievable. Dave had a force a force out at first because he caught the line drive. I don't know what happened there. He caught a line drive if he just tags the runner, but instead Dave threw it home. And now they don't have the lead anymore. It's not a tie game. Unbelievable mistake from the owner of the team. Now here's Blue Dry Bones is going to make it 7-4. That is going to end up being huge. And could it be huge in the context of their season? 19 people are watching a close one right now in our last game of the night. And I tell you what, some people have tuned in late, I understand, as we're getting into late hours. But you got to show up on time, folks. Hit that notification bell on YouTube. Follow us so you know when we start the games. Thursday is our next stream. 0-1 for Red Paratroopa. Deep to center field. Could this be his moment? It is off the wall, and it's going to be 8-4. How about 9-4? What an inning from the Daisy Flowers yet again. Unbelievable. 8 unanswered from them. What an inning, Dave. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe what one out can do to a ball game? Now they're down 5 at home. Unreal stuff. That is going to be it for Blue Yoshi. Gotta admit, I think Blue Yoshi did his job tonight. I think that the stats will not show his effort. Dixie needs one out here with a runner on second. Toadette with a drive. Toadette has had a homer this year. Toadette at the wall. That one's off the wall, and she's going to have an RBI. 10-4. Unbelievable scenes here. I cannot believe what we've just seen. Dave had the force at first. Now Daisy will finally end the inning. Instead of it being tied, heading into the 7th inning, the Diddy Monkeys need 6. Oh my God, can you believe that? Red Koopa, good average. Dave has been well today. And then Green Hammer Bro, who had a homer. It's not completely done, but they need these guys to be perfect. Red Koopa, quick line out. So, looked back at the tape. The ball hit the ground, so the force out at first was on Boomerang Bro. Dave with a drive. Dave could try and cut the lead. He's got a solo shot. Dave says, F you. I know what I'm doing. Nice shot from Dave to try and cut the lead with one out, his 3rd of the year. So Green Bay Peyton looking back at the tape and letting us know that it hit the ground. So the force out at first was on Boomerang Bro. But I thought that they ran back. I thought he stopped. I think we should look at that again because I think that he could have had it. Green Hammer Bro here with one out. They're down 5. They need this. This is off the edge of his bat. Oh, and it's down in front of Wiggler. Wiggler stretched out, but it got on the ground. That is big. Brings up the Yoshis, which, by the way, folks, the Yoshis have been very solid tonight. Yellow Yoshi took a big drive at this one. Watch out for the flower there in center field. Will make a difference. No, Wiggler's got it. They are down to their last out. Wow. Unbelievable stuff here in the 7th. They were tied 4-4 coming in. Now Blue Yoshi cannot swing at this. Daisy. This is popped up. Blue Yoshi makes the mistake, and the Daisy Flowers steal another one this season with another late comeback. They score 6 in the last inning. They win this one at the Jungle. Their only 3rd win on the road this year, 10-5. Unbelievable how one hit can make the difference. Wow. I mean, we're going to have to go back and look at that one. I'll try to put that short out. I don't remember if I clipped it or not because I was almost so shocked by that I don't even know if I hit the clip because I was just like freaking out. I could not believe that. Dave, I remember watching it, and in the moment, Green Bay Peyton looked on YouTube, folks. You can go back on YouTube, watch the replay. That's where the replays are all the time. They're on there for good, on there forever. Dave saying this franchise-changing loss, and I think so. Absolute heartbreaker. They lose another one in a close affair. That's going to drop them. We'll put in the score here. The final score was 10-5 in favor of the Daisy Flowers, and we'll get that standing up here so we can really take a look at the context of that one play. Here we go, getting it up for you right now, maybe 5 seconds, but I just cannot believe that. Yeah, I really do think, because I'm pretty sure the runners went back, Danny. I'm pretty sure the runners went back, and that's normally a sign of, hey, I'm staying there. But you never know. I just don't think, yeah, we really have to look at it, because if it was If it was a ground out, so here's the deal. If it was a ground out, the bases were loaded. If it was a ground out, uh, then somebody should have been running home. So I think it was a line out. And therefore, Dave would have had the force at first to tag him, and it stays tied. Unreal. Here is the standings. Berto Bows, they are now 2 games down. The Daisy Flowers, with that victory, just like that, they are now back in a bye spot, a first-round bye spot. They have been on the outside of that for a while since they lost earlier in the season, lost 2 in a row in game week 6 and 7. They have not had that spot for a minute, but tonight they clawed back with a victory. They still have the Wario Muscles who can take that spot back. They do play tomorrow in the game, or they play on Thursday, rather, against Yoshi at home. But let's take another look down the line. Mario Fireballs dropping the game to DK, make them 9 and 7, so they could drop as far as 4th again. Diddy Monkeys now 8 and 8. If the Luigi Knights beat them, or if the Luigi Knights win tomorrow, they will get to 9 and 7. And then, of course, looking at the metrics here, Diddy Monkeys lost to the Luigi Knights. So even a loss for the Luigi Knights tomorrow means that they are now in 5th place. So no matter what happens right now, unless we have multiple teams, well, Bowser Jr. lost, so that's not true. So Luigi's still going to stay in 6th. Remember, the head-to-head tiebreaker only makes a difference if it's between 2 teams. If it's between 3, we look at run differential first. So Luigi Knights will stay in 6th no matter what tomorrow. But they can jump to 5th with a victory. And, folks, listen to this. If they jump, if the Wario Muscles lose, remember, Luigi has the head-to-head there. It's Thursday. I keep saying tomorrow. Thursday, folks. Thursday is our next one. Thursday, 5 p.m. Make sure to go on our Discord and keep following with us. We'll get the highlights up here. We'll keep churning out content maybe in the middle of the week for you to catch up on some of the earlier weeks. But if the Luigi Knights win, they will be right on the heels of Wario, folks. And remember, Luigi swept that series this year. So that really helps their opportunity. And they've beaten Mario as well. The run differential will make the difference, though, if it's 3 teams. So that's the only tough part. I think that it's just not fair to do all the metrics and back and forth and head-to-head. So a head-to-head tiebreaker only matters if it's 2 teams tied in record. If it's 3 teams, run differential, I think, is the only fair way to do it. But regardless, Luigi Knights are in a much better spot than they might have been before, just because of all that happened tonight. We look down the table a little bit. DK Wild's getting that victory against Bowser Jr. again. Bowser and Peach play tomorrow against each other. So, taking a look at where the DK Wilds will finish based on how things are going, the DK Wilds have lost both to the Monsters and the Monarchs. So, no matter what, folks, no matter what, the DK Wilds will drop to 9th tomorrow. They will not be able to get any further up the table because of the head-to-head record deal, because they've lost right now to the Monsters and the Monarchs. However, in the next couple of weeks, the DK Wilds will face both those teams, and it will be so critical for them to get the win, not only for that reason, but just to stay in the hunt. So, very interesting. Thursday is that. Looking down the line, Yoshi Eggs, they are in a bit of a tough spot. We're getting to that point, but like I said, everybody was rooting for some of the teams that won tonight. Bowser Jr. getting knocked down a peg, Diddy getting knocked down a peg, brings that line stayed low. Because if it was a line like 10 and 5 to be the win, then Eggs and Spitballs have to win out. And the Eggs and Spitballs still have to win out. I mean, it's not like that changed based on how things went tonight. They would like to keep winning. However, it makes things, they have a little bit of error room left, but not much. Yoshi Eggs play the Wario Muscles tomorrow, and of course, Waluigi, worst team in the league, they face a on-the-move Luigi Knights in the first game on Thursday. I keep saying tomorrow because we always go tomorrow, but it's Thursday. I've changed it up. I swear, it is on Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, most likely. Follow us in the Discord. Join the Discord. Follow us everywhere. You'll get notified of when we go live on Thursday. Last time I'm going to say it. But very interesting. Very interesting results tonight, I think, for everybody in the league. It's so unique. And again, look at that. From 3rd place to 8th place right now, difference of 2 games. So And it's going to be 3rd to 9th because Bowser or Peach is going to get to 7 to 9 tomorrow no matter what. So, wow. Interesting stuff. And again, on Thursday, keep saying tomorrow, Thursday is when we're playing the second half of Game Day 16. I know you wish it was tomorrow, but I don't have any time tomorrow. I got to hang out with my partner this Monday. I normally don't want to stream on Monday so that we have some time together because she works on the weekends a lot. So, Thursday, we're coming back with the final half of this, and then we'll split the Game Day 17 on Friday and Saturday, of course. League calendar, of course, you take a look at that. If you join our Discord, you'll get a chance to access all the stats and things like that. One more time, most of the people in here have joined the Discord, but we'd love to see you there and talk more about it as we head into the last quarter of this. Man, what a night. More interesting games on Thursday. Until then, I'm Alec Rome saying thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on Thursday, hopefully, for the rest of Game Day 16. Good night for now.